Hi everybody, it is April and I am in my craft room, and today we are going to make a ribbon twist quilt, which is a free pattern from Krista Moser, only we're going to make it with a twist. Krista Moser has on her website, it's her blog. Krista Moser has on her blog, which is called the Quilted Life, a free pattern. She has several free patterns, but this free pattern, say free pattern really fast 3 times, this particular pattern is the one I'm going to be showing you how I make. Let me show you a picture. I am going to be using a multitude of fabrics, and the twist is I'm going to make my strips wider than what the pattern calls for. The pattern calls for 2.5-inch strips, which is really a nice size strip because you can get them in pre-cuts. But I decided to make it harder on myself and use 4.5-inch strips. The reason I did this was I thought it would make the quilt bigger faster. So the finished quilt with the size 2.5-inch strips is 35 by 43. I won't be able to tell you what size mine is until it's done, but it will be bigger than that. I am using my 60-degree diamond ruler, which was created by Creative Grids for Krista Moser. Let me show you the fabrics that I'm using and tell you why I chose them. I decided what I wanted to do was use a print of a color. So this is a pink print and it's QT fabrics. And then my darker color, which will take the place of the back of the ribbon, or in this case I'm using a solid color, is this to go with the pink, and that's my canvas. So I have sets of colors that I'm using together for the strip. So I have pink, print, and solid. Northcott, QT Fabrics, Dan Morris Design 2018. Kona, a solid. QT Fabrics, Dan Morris Design 2018. Fossil Fern by Benertex. QT Fabrics, Dan Morris Design 2018. A Batik by who knows who. You guessed it, QT Fabrics, Dan Morris Design 2018. Wilmington. For my white, I'm using a white on white P&B Textiles Rambling, and it's almost like a cracked paint. So there are all the fabrics. I'm using a whole lot of fabrics. Now, what I need to do is I need to take my fabric and I need to cut 4.5-inch strips out of all my different fabrics. I need 2 4.5-inch by width of fabric strips of the print, 2 4.5 by width of fabric strips of the solid. That's for all the prints, all the solids. Then I need 1 strip of my white or my background fabric for every strip of color fabric that I cut. I'm just going to take a handy dandy ruler, just like I do anything else, measure 4.5 inches and cut a strip. Then I have been, crazily enough, ironing the strip. Now once I have a strip of white and a strip of my color, I'm going to put those right sides together and I'm going to sew a 1/4-inch seam all the way down the strip. Sounds simple enough, right? Once I do that, and I'm going to do that for every strip of color that I cut. Once I do that, I'm going to have these two pieces of fabric together. I am going to press the seam open. Krista Moser, in her directions, specifically says press the seam open. So what I have found while doing mini strips, pressing the seam open, is if you get your seam started open, then start your iron and put the point of your iron in the middle of the seam and lift the end of the fabric that you are not pressing. It seems to make it easier to press open. And once you iron, you will have this pretty little strip set, and you can see that I have pressed my seams open. You will have 2 stacks of fabric because you are going to cut A diamonds and you are going to cut B diamonds. In the picture, the white is always on top. So that's the way I'm going to do this. So B's slant this way and A's slant this way. That is very important. I'm using the large ruler. I am using approximately the 8.5 inch line along the bottom edge. The top blunt point of my diamond should be at the top of the white on my strip. All right, so the first thing I cut out is this triangle. And I have 2 of them because I put one strip set on top of the other. This is going to be a B set because when you cut your first strip, this lends itself to be a B set. So this is going to be my B strip set. So now I need my A. My fabric is laid out the same way, but instead of the point of my diamond being at the top, the point of my diamond is against the print. And then I'm going to trim, and here I have this triangle. And now my B, it's A. Now my A lines up. That's the most confusing part of this pattern, is A and B. All right, so here is A. And A is going to lean the opposite way of B. So B is going one way, A is going the other. So now I need to finish cutting out my A diamonds. And I should be able to get 3 in addition to that triangle. I have my A's and B's in the print. Now I need to make sure that I have my A's and B's in my solid. So you can see I have done several rows. I have my pink and purple rows left. This to me is where it gets a little confusing. This is how I'm dealing with it. So I know that the first row is row B. So if I say, and then the second row is row A. So I have B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A. So the next thing I want to do is B, and B should look like this. So where's my B? So my print is on the right and I'm touching it on the top, and my white is on the bottom. So I put B at the very top. So I want to take an A, which looks the opposite, and I want my prints to touch. So I'm going to hang this up here. And here is where your triangles go. So here, here, there, and then at the bottom. So I need for my triangle to have the white, the one that goes on top, has the white wide part and the skinny print. So I need the skinny pink print with the white wide bottom to go on the very top. And that would be this piece. Don't ask me which one I cut it off of. Don't ask me if I cut it off A or B. I couldn't tell you. Okay, so then I want my print to touch my print because this is part of the twist. Okay, so what I am doing is I'm doing two of the same. So I have an A pink print and a B pink print. I want my pink solid to touch my pink print. And then I want my pink solid to touch my pink solid. Now I'm going to go back to the print. So here I went one print too many. I kind of got out of my, so I did print, solid, solid, print, print. I should do solid, solid, print, print, solid. So the likelihood of this quilt going together exactly as I planned and just like it is on this wall, not good. Not good at all. Okay, so I've got my BA, BA. Now I'm back to my BA in the print. So this is, let's see. Nope. This is my B. So your B looks like that, and now I want my A. This is not my A, I think that is still a B. That's an A. Where's my B? Is this my B? Yeah, this is B. I'm just confusing myself. Okay, here we go. Is this right? Nope. No, this must be A. I think I have my B up top. This is the hardest part, I swear. No. Okay, yeah, this is opposite. Wow. Okay, here. No, this is B, this is A. See, I get B and A confused all the time. I had to write letters on the pattern. Okay, so now I am back to my solid, and I need a B. And then I want an A in my solid. So here's my A. Whew. Okay. So it looks really good. Let's just hope I can keep it like this. Now, Let me zoom in a little. So you've got all these diamonds and it looks scary. This is the beauty of this quilt. So let me see where I am. So a row doesn't go across like that. Your row is on the diagonal. So you are going to be sewing straight lines together. Straight lines the whole way. And then, so here you've got this is going to join this, this is going to join this, and so on. And then you have these straight strips, and they're going to join these straight strips. But instead of putting your strip directly across or straight up and down, you're just going to put your strip on an angle. So it really isn't as scary as it might look. One thing that is different from mine, normally you would have 5 of these blocks in your row. I only have 4 because I made them bigger, but my quilt's going to end up bigger too. So let me get the purple, and then I'm going to start putting this together. So my plan is to go directly from this wall to my sewing machine. So I will put, hold on, okay, and now see, I made it sound really easy. Okay. I made it sound easy. I don't know if it's going to be as easy as I made it sound or not. Okay, so here we go. This. So I will clip the 2 sides that I'm supposed to sew together, and that way I won't mess it up. So let's see what happens. My quilt top is complete, but I am not done. So as you can see, and I'm going to hold it up sideways, I have all these zigzags. Well, I need to get rid of these zigzags. Top and bottom are fine because they're straight. So what I need to do is take my ruler and cut halfway down the middle to straighten my side. And then my quilt top isn't going to be quite as wide as I would like it. It might be just at 50. So what I'm going to do is take this pretty rainbow that has all the colors in it, and I'm going to put borders on the side because it is plenty long enough. So here she is. I've cut 4 strips at 4 inches wide of this fabric, which is the same fabric that is in almost the center of the quilt. So what I'll do is I will attach 2 of these strips together, and then this is going to be on the border, just on the sides, because I don't want any more length on this quilt. So let me add these borders and we'll see what she looks like all done. Now, as you can see, my quilt is complete. On the borders, I did not use a 1/4 inch seam. I think it was more like a 3/8 of an inch seam because I had all of these indentations from where I'd had the zigzags. So just to make sure that I got a good solid seam on my borders, I used a thicker seam. I love the way this turned out. I'm being pretty selfish because I'm gonna keep this one for myself. I like the colors, I like the design. This is the first time that I have done a diagonally pieced quilt, so I think I should keep it since it's the first one I made. I highly suggest checking out that ribbon twist quilt. I will put a link in the description below so that you can go find it. It is free. The directions are really good. Read them. You know, if you read them, they're good. If you don't read them, they're not very helpful. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Eat some chocolate and be kind to everyone. Until next time, bye. Hi everybody, it is April and I am in my craft room. And today we're going to have 2 stacks because you need to cut not triangles,